year 2030, humanity will stand at the precipice of a new era, one marked not by progress and innovation but by a harrowing reckoning. The signs will be undeniable: rising temperatures, relentless storms, and a planet struggling under the weight of its own unsustainable growth. The future that once seemed so full of promise will now be overshadowed by a profound sense of urgency and impending doom. The year will begin with the echoes of warnings from scientists growing louder. In early January, global temperatures will reach an all-time high, shattering previous records and prompting international conferences aimed at addressing the crisis. The ice caps will continue their rapid melt, sending torrents of water cascading into the oceans, which will swell and lap ever closer to urban centers that once felt secure. The world's great metropolises, New York, Tokyo, Mumbai, will find themselves on the front lines of an encroaching deluge. Coastal cities will become increasingly familiar with the ceaseless, eroding power of the sea, as levees and barriers become strained under the relentless pressure. Governments will struggle to manage the crisis. Despite ambitious pledges to cut carbon emissions and transition to renewable energy sources, the pace of change will lag behind the severity of the climate impacts. Fossil fuel industries will remain entrenched, their influence proving a formidable obstacle to the rapid shifts required to avert disaster. Efforts to curb emissions will seem like a frantic scramble as the effects of climate change intensify. By March, reports of unprecedented heat waves will become common, with parts of the world experiencing temperatures far beyond the range of historical averages. In southern Europe, temperatures will exceed 50 degrees Celsius, 122 degrees Fahrenheit, turning bustling cities into stifling heat traps and leading to a significant increase in heat-related illnesses and deaths. Food security will be increasingly threatened as agricultural systems struggle to cope with the new climate realities. The once predictable cycles of planting and harvesting will become erratic, with droughts and floods disrupting critical growing seasons. Crop failures will become more frequent, leading to soaring food prices and widespread shortages. In the cities, supermarkets will experience empty shelves as the global supply chain falters under the strain of environmental collapse. Famine will no longer be an abstract concern. It will become a harsh and visible reality for millions. As the environmental situation worsens, migration will increase dramatically. People will flee regions that become uninhabitable due to extreme weather events or rising sea levels. The scale of displacement will be staggering, creating a global crisis of refugees. Nations will struggle to cope with the influx of people, leading to heightened tensions and strained resources. Borders that once seemed firm will become porous, as people seek safety and stability in an increasingly unstable world. In response to the escalating crisis, there will be a surge in technological innovation. Scientists and engineers will redouble their efforts to develop new technologies to mitigate the damage. Efforts will include advanced carbon capture systems, geoengineering projects to reflect sunlight, and innovative approaches to water conservation and agriculture. However, these solutions will be met with mixed results. Some will prove effective in the short term, but many will fall short of providing a sustainable path forward. The technological optimism that once seemed so promising will be tempered by the harsh realities of implementation and the sheer scale of the problem. As the year progresses, a sense of impending doom will permeate daily life. Media coverage will be dominated by the latest climate reports, with images of devastated landscapes and climate refugees becoming familiar sights. Public discourse will increasingly focus on the prospect of an impending collapse. Amid this backdrop of anxiety, some communities will come together with remarkable resilience, building local systems of support and sustainability. Grassroots movements will emerge, advocating for radical changes in lifestyle and consumption patterns. These movements will seek to reconnect with the environment, promoting practices such as local food production, conservation, and community-based resilience. In the midst of this turmoil, there will be moments of profound reflection. As societies confront the reality of their situation, philosophical and existential questions will come to the forefront. People will grapple with the meaning of their existence in a world that seems to be unraveling. Cultural and artistic expressions will reflect the deep anxiety and hope of the era. Literature, music, and art will capture the tension between despair and optimism,